Question 1. What actions should a driver take when approaching a railroad crossing sign without a barrier? A. Speed up to cross quickly before a train arrives. B. Stop at the crossing, look both ways, and proceed if clear. C. Continue at the same speed. Answer: B. Stop at the crossing, look both ways, and proceed if clear. Without barriers, it is crucial to stop and ensure no trains are approaching before crossing. Question 2. What does the "No Parking Anytime" sign indicate about stopping to drop off passengers? A. You can stop to drop off passengers, but not to pick up. B. You cannot stop for any reason. C. Stopping briefly to drop off or pick up passengers is permitted. Answer: C. Stopping briefly to drop off or pick up passengers is permitted. The sign prohibits parking, but allows for quick stops for passenger activity. Question 3. How does a high occupancy vehicle HOV sign affect driving behavior in HOV lanes? A. It permits single occupancy vehicles during off-peak hours. B. It warns of increased fines for misuse of the HOV lane. C. It allows all vehicles during rush hours. Answer: B. It warns of increased fines for misuse of the HOV lane. This sign is meant to deter single occupancy vehicles from using the HOV lane illegally. Question 4. What should a driver understand by a "Do Not Pass" sign on a two-lane road? A. The driver may pass if no traffic is coming from the opposite direction. B. Passing is prohibited due to potentially hazardous conditions. C. The sign only applies to commercial vehicles. Answer: B. Passing is prohibited due to potentially hazardous conditions. This sign indicates areas where visibility or other conditions make passing unsafe. Question 5. How should a driver use information from a posted distances sign when planning exits on a highway? A. Ignore the sign as GPS provides better information. B. Use the information to prepare for upcoming exits. C. Assume the distances are approximate and not accurate. Answer: B. Use the information to prepare for upcoming exits. This sign helps drivers anticipate and plan for exits, making highway navigation safer. Question 6. What are the consequences of failing to stop at a red traffic light seen in your rearview mirror after crossing an intersection? A. There are no consequences since the light was crossed legally. B. A traffic violation for running a red light. C. Mandatory traffic school attendance. Answer: A. There are no consequences since the light was crossed legally. If the light turns red after you have already entered the intersection, you have not committed a violation. Question 7. How far must you park from a stop sign to be legally parked in California? A. 10 feet. B. 15 feet. C. 30 feet. Answer: C. 30 feet. Parking too close to a stop sign can obstruct visibility and is illegal. Question 8. Under what conditions is it legal to drive over the speed limit? A. When overtaking another vehicle. B. In no circumstances. C. During a medical emergency. Answer: B. In no circumstances. It is never legally permissible to exceed the speed limit. Question 9. What are the legal implications of using hazard lights while driving in heavy rain? A. It is recommended for increased visibility. B. It is illegal as it can confuse other drivers. C. There are no specific implications. Answer: B. It is illegal as it can confuse other drivers. Using hazard lights while driving can imply that you were stopped or there is an emergency, which is misleading. Question 10. How should a driver respond to a flashing red light at a railroad crossing with no visible train? A. Proceed with caution. B. Stop, look for a train, and proceed if there is none. C. Wait for a green light. Answer: B. Stop, look for a train, and proceed if there is none. A flashing red light at a railroad crossing requires drivers to stop and only proceed when they are sure no train is approaching. Question 11. What precautions should a driver take when approaching a blind hill crest? A. Accelerate to get over the crest quickly. B. Maintain speed and sound horn. C. Slow down and stay to the right. Answer: C. Slow down and stay to the right. Reducing speed and positioning the vehicle safely can help manage the reduced visibility over the crest. Question 12. What is required of drivers when a school bus stops on the opposite side of a divided highway? A. Stop until the bus moves on. B. Continue driving as the rule does not apply on divided highways. C. Flash headlights to warn the bus driver. Answer: B. Continue driving as the rule does not apply on divided highways. On a divided highway, traffic moving in the opposite direction of a stopped school bus is not required to stop. Question 13. How should a driver adjust their driving on encountering a falling rocks sign in mountainous areas? A. Increase speed to pass the area quickly. B. Keep to the middle of the road. C. Reduce speed and be alert for sudden hazards. Answer: C. Reduce speed and be alert for sudden hazards. Areas marked with falling rock signs require cautious driving to respond quickly to debris on the road. Question 14. What must a driver do when an ambulance is approaching from the opposite direction on a two-lane road? A. Maintain speed and direction. B. Pull over and stop if safe to do so. C. Increase speed to clear the lane. Answer: B. Pull over and stop if safe to do so. Giving way to emergency vehicles by stopping safely helps them pass quickly and safely. Question 15. What is the correct way to respond to a pedestrian waving at a crosswalk, but the walk signal is red? A. Yield and let the pedestrian cross. B. Continue driving since the walk signal is red. C. Stop and wait for the pedestrian to cross. Answer: B. Continue driving since the walk signal is red. Drivers should only stop for pedestrians and crosswalks when the walk signal permits them to cross. Question 16. How should drivers behave in a lane marked with both left turn only and straight ahead signals? A. Select the appropriate lane early based on the intended direction. B. Stay in the same lane and decide at the intersection. C. Use any lane regardless of the signal. Answer: A. Select the appropriate lane early based on the intended direction. Proper lane selection helps prevent last-minute lane changes and accidents. Question 17. What are the responsibilities of a driver when their passenger is not wearing a seatbelt? A. No responsibility, as passengers are responsible for themselves. B. Warn the passenger but take no further action. C. Ensure all passengers wear seatbelts before moving the vehicle. Answer: C. Ensure all passengers wear seatbelts before moving the vehicle. Drivers are responsible for the safety of all occupants in the vehicle. Question 18. How does a yield sign affect right-of-way at a roundabout? A. Drivers in the roundabout must yield to entering traffic. B. Entering traffic must yield to traffic already in the roundabout. C. Yield signs have no effect at roundabouts. Answer: B. Entering traffic must yield to traffic already in the roundabout. This rule helps maintain smooth and continuous traffic flow within the roundabout. Question 19. What should a driver do if they miss a freeway exit? A. Stop and reverse on the shoulder. B. Proceed to the next exit and find a way back. C. Try to turn around using emergency vehicle turnaround. Answer: B. Proceed to the next exit and find a way back. Safely exiting at the next available ramp is the correct way to handle missing an exit. Question 20. What does a yellow line painted on the curb signify in urban areas? A. No parking at any time. B. Loading and unloading only. C. limited time parking? Answer: A. No parking at any time. A yellow curb typically indicates no parking or stopping is allowed to maintain traffic flow and access. Question 21. How should a driver react to an emergency vehicle parked on the side of a highway with lights flashing? A. Continue at the same speed and pass closely to maximize space. B. Slow down and move over to provide a clear lane for emergency responders. C. Stop behind the emergency vehicle and wait for instructions. Answer: B. Slow down and move over to provide a clear lane for emergency responders. This action is part of the Move Over law, which aims to provide safety for emergency personnel on roadsides. Question 22. What is the procedure for handling a tire blowout while driving at high speed on a freeway? A. Immediately apply the brakes and stop in the lane. B. Maintain control, gradually slow down, and move to the shoulder. C. Accelerate to compensate for the loss of stability. Answer: B. Maintain control, gradually slow down, and move to the shoulder. This procedure helps prevent loss of control and provides a safe way to address the blowout without endangering others. Question 23. How does California law regulate the use of electronic devices by drivers? A. Handheld use is permitted at stoplights. B. All handheld use is prohibited, but hands-free operation is allowed. C. There are no specific regulations on electronic device use. Answer: B. All handheld use is prohibited, but hands-free operation is allowed. This law helps minimize distractions and promotes safer driving practices. Question 24. What is the correct action if you encounter an animal crossing the road in a rural area? A. Speed up to scare the animal off the road. B. Stop if it is safe to do so and wait for the animal to cross. C. Honk repeatedly to encourage the animal to move faster. Answer: B. Stop if it is safe to do so and wait for the animal to cross. This response avoids potential accidents and respects wildlife movement. Question 25. How should a driver interpret a lane ends, merge left sign during heavy traffic? A. Immediately merge left without signaling. B. Continue in the lane until it ends, then merge. C. Signal and carefully merge into the adjacent lane as soon as possible. Answer: C. Signal and carefully merge into the adjacent lane as soon as possible. Early and safe merging helps manage traffic flow and reduces the risk of accidents as the lane ends.